Channel 8 News staffer Sidney Sims got a letter last week. It wasn't unusual. "This is no trick," the letter said. "You have definitely won a prize." The letter invited Sidney to visit Runaway Bay, a land development. It promised a check for gas expenses, a sweepstakes prize, and another prize for coming to the development during the week.
Sidney and I went to Runaway Bay yesterday and did not identify ourselves as reporters. We did receive a check for gasoline mileage. We also received a sweepstakes prize. Even though it turned out to be a vacation in a lake in Minnesota, no food or transportation included. We also received a free gift, which we have to receive by mail later on.
Runaway Bay is an impressive sight. There is a new yacht club and a country club. At first, we were told we would be members of those clubs if we bought property. Then we were told membership costs $1,000. Then we were told if we gave the salesman the names of 6 friends as potential customers, we could join for nothing. We were shown a lot. Its initial price was $7,100. Then the price went down to $6,900. Then we were offered a special deal. The price went down to $6,700.
After looking at the lot, we were shut in a room with a salesman for one of the highest pressure sales pitches I have ever encountered. He said the land would be a good investment. He said its value would go up.
A salesman tries to sell you a piece of property in a development that's been there a while and tells you that the property is going to appreciate, and he can guarantee that, then I would look upon that with a little bit of a wary eye, because he cannot guarantee that investment potential. And the pitching of an investment is getting to be a deceptive practice nowadays.
The salesman applied tremendous pressure for us to sign a contract right then, after we'd been there less than 3 hours.
You are entitled to a property report on any piece of property which you buy, which in essence describes the development. You're supposed to have that in your hands 48 hours before you actually sign a contract to buy property. If you don't get it within 48 hours, then you have 72 hours in which to cancel the contract after you sign.
The salesman said his company would not be engaged in anything illegal. He pressed us for a $100 deposit. We said we wanted to think about the transaction for several days before we signed anything. He was clearly irritated, but he let us go. We don't know how many salesmen at Runaway Bay use these techniques, but the Federal Trade Commission says they're used commonly by men in the land sales business. If anything is to be learned from our experience, it's the value of time in a land sales deal. Time to look over the HUD property report, and time to think about the value of the investment. Byron Harris, Channel 8 News.